Hello and welcome back to the Bankers Masterclass series, sponsored by Standard Chartered, exploring finance as a catalyst for change. I'm Joy McKnight, editor of The Banker, and with me in the studio is Karin Flynn-Spatt, Regional Head, Transaction Banking, Europe and Americas at Standard Chartered, to discuss partnering for breakthroughs. Thanks so much for joining me, Karin.
Thank you for inviting us.
So we've seen this big wave of fintechs coming in, really shaking up the financial services world, trying to maybe improve efficiency or the client experience. And obviously a lot of the banks are now seeing the value in what these disruptors are really trying to bring to the market. In your perspective, what is disruption or disrupting with purpose?
Well, disruption is per se not a negative thing, but obviously disruption in the sense of innovation and bettering the services for our clients is a good thing. And with purpose means just that we're aligning to really provide clients with better service, with better capabilities, and to make things more efficient for us, but also for our clients. And I think that defines with purpose.
Yeah, so not just disruption for disruption's sake in that sense. So where would you say that fintechs are making the biggest impact in terms of transaction banking?
Fintechs have always looked to use technology to gain more efficiency in one way or another, and they pick up certain trends. So in payments and collections, for example, the trend has gone for consumers and corporate clients to be instant, for example, and cheaper. Everybody wants to go cheaper. So fintechs use technology to make that happen and to provide a service that makes a payment instant and also therefore cheaper. So they're using always the gaps in the market to better a service and to make it more efficient. And that's why transaction banking was one angle they used.
Excellent. And then so how can banks really best partner with these innovative new platforms?
Fintechs are a lot more agile and a lot more nimble. They use the latest technology. They have less regulation in general, at least at the start of it. And so that's a real advantage versus the banks who have to look at regulators, who have a lot of legacy systems. And so making use of it is either, you build a new infrastructure, which most of the time not entirely possible, or what also we do is really partner with fintechs. And that works very well. So it's in a way complementary, and that is a big advantage for us to partner with new fintechs and to use whatever technology, whatever capabilities that they have developed.
So how would you say that these partnerships can really deliver value for the bank's clients?
I think there's a lot of benefits that the bank clients get through the partnerships. As I said, technology, faster, more scale. So that is a big advantage, partially also cheaper. But also the partnership gives the bank's view, which is, there is a lot of regulation around deposits, around payments. And it is a trust that clients can have if there is a partnership between a bank and a fintech.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your insights, Karin. And thanks to the audience for watching. In the next chapter, we'll be looking at sustainable supply chains.